There are battles that human eyes have never seen, silent wars fought in the invisible realm. Heavenly forces clashing with demonic powers. Today, I'm going to tell you about one of the most incredible battles in the spiritual history of humanity. The night the Archangel Michael descended to defeat the principality of Persia. The prophet Daniel was in deep distress. For 3 whole weeks, he prayed without stopping. He fasted, cried, and humbled himself. He begged for an answer from God, a message, a word. Yet all he heard was silence. Where was God? Why wasn't heaven responding? What Daniel didn't know was that his prayer had been heard from the very first day. But something, or someone, was blocking the answer. Gabriel, one of God's most powerful messengers, had been sent with the response. His mission: deliver God's message to Daniel. But when he tried to pass through the spiritual region of Persia, he was intercepted by a dark entity, a creature of shadows, an infernal principality, the Prince of Persia. This wasn't just any demon. It wasn't a low-level spirit. It was a territorial power, a demonic intelligence that influenced kingdoms, rulers, and cultures. For 21 days, Gabriel fought without rest. He was restrained, trapped, unable to advance. The spiritual atmosphere over Persia was covered in darkness and corruption. The message of God could not break through. God watched. The Most High knew exactly what was happening, and he decided to act. He would no longer send a messenger. He would send a general. Heaven trembled when the order was given. Michael, the commander of the heavenly armies, the destroyer of principalities, rose. The spiritual universe shook at his descent. Lightning marked his arrival. The heavens split open as Michael, wrapped in fire and justice, came down with a clear purpose: defeat the Prince of Persia. The Prince of Persia felt his arrival even before Michael spoke a single word. The atmosphere shifted. The air filled with holy pressure. Terror fell on the demons like a divine wave. Then Michael spoke. "Do you dare to block the message of the Most High?" His voice crashed like thunder splitting mountains. His sword was pure light, sharpened by the glory of the Eternal. The principality roared, summoned legions of demons, tried to resist, but there was no comparison. Michael didn't fight like a soldier. He fought like a judge, like a heavenly verdict. With a single strike, as if cutting the darkness in half, Michael hurled his sword. The fire of God consumed the demonic prince, and the darkness was defeated. The path was cleared. The chains broke. Gabriel, now free, flew with heavenly speed to the place where Daniel was praying. Finally, the messenger could arrive. A bright light descended from heaven, filling Daniel's room. The prophet looked up and saw Gabriel shining with the glory of heaven. His presence filled the space with sacred silence. The angel approached with a calm expression and spoke in a soft but powerful voice. "Daniel, greatly loved, from the first day you set your heart to understand and humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and because of them, I have come." Daniel fell to the ground without strength, but Gabriel touched him and gave him power. The message was delivered. God's will was fulfilled. Sometimes we think our prayers aren't heard. We think God's silence means he's absent. But Daniel's story shows that many times, while we are praying, heaven is fighting for us. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but every prayer echoes in the throne room of heaven. And if necessary, God will send Michael again. If this story impacted you, share it. Let others hear it. Many people need to know that God fights for them, that heaven never abandons those who seek him. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the will of God. His angels are still fighting, his messengers are still flying, and Michael is still watching over us.